What is up, YouTube? This is B-Way32 coming at you with another deck profile. Sorry about my voice. I'm still a little bit sick from this past week, but I just thought I'd make this video. This is my Constellar deck. I went 3-1 last week at locals. Unfortunately, I had to leave early, so I did not play in top. But deck did fairly well. I played against a new kid, so you already know how that is. He just got 3 decks, put them all together, basically made a 60 card deck, blah blah blah. Second match was against Dark Worlds. Unfortunately, I did not side in right game 2, and that's what cost me the game. I'll show you in my side deck. Game 3 was Glad Beasts, and game 4 was Karakuri. So without further ado, let's just get right into the profile. Obviously, you play triple of all of these. Obviously, you have to run triple of all of them. This is where it's player preference. I prefer 3 Algetty. I was playing 2 Algetty, 2 Sheraton, but triple Algetty is so much better to bait out the Veilers, bait out the Venus Chains. It's just that good of a card. You just need to run 3. 1 Sheraton for search, 1 Thunder King for just tech. I just teching 1. It's just that good. Some people don't expect it, and I just like it. 1 Honest, 1 Gorilla and Bear for whatever situation I don't like. What's it called? Like my opponent, I think it was, I can't remember, but Bear definitely put in work this past week. Like, I was playing against the Ghost Trick, like me and a friend were just playing around. They were playing basically one of my older builds of Ghost Tricks where you play with Spirit Barrier and the Field Spell. It's like, okay, as long as you control a spell, as long as you control a monster, you take no battle damage. Okay, summon Gorilla effect, get rid of Tenki, pop your monster, swing in with everything I had. So, Bear just gets you around those situations. And the 2 maxing. Then to spells, you play all the searches you can, the deck then. You play triple MST for back row, and double lands again for back row. Sorry about it. Then you play triple Venus Chain. Very crucial that you stop your opponent's monsters' effects from going off to allow them to plus. And never did Carmen Pleiades. If they somehow do get around it, you just go, okay, Pleiades, bounce back to hand, reset it, use it for another monster that comes out. You play double Mirror Force, free field wipe when your opponent overextends. I played double Emptiness. This deck can abuse the shit out of this card. It is absolutely ridiculous. Again, as usual, you can just Pleiades, bounce it back on your turn, make another Pleiades, reset it, stop your opponent even harder from going off or doing anything. It's just absolutely retarded. I main deck double Trap Stun, just so I can turn this off if I don't want to waste material on Pleiades, and even turn off my opponent's traps, allow me to make another Pleiades, make a big play and swing in for game or something. And the 1-ofs, Warning, Compulse, and Bottomless. Side deck, 1 Mind Control for if my opponent is also playing a level 4 deck, just steal their monster, overlay for something. Double Mind Crush for spellbooks, Anti-Spell Fragrance, again for spellbooks and or Dark Worlds. This is where I made the mistake when I played the Dark World player. I did not side these in. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think I even saw them when I was siding in. I just saw Spell Fragrance and Deck Lockdown. and I did not see these. That's what really cost me the game. But, you know, you live and you learn. And I'll remember next time that I do have these and I can abuse the crap out of them. 1 Malevolent, 2 Deck Lockdown, put in work against Glad Beasts. I side the Dark Hole and Torrential because, I side the Dark Hole because usually my main play is going Pleiades first turn, waiting, trying to bait out whatever their big plays are. I'll usually not want to Dark Hole at that point because even if they do whatever and I still have a Pleiades on field, I can make M7 and then recycle whatever I want. And for the Torrential, the only cards I can really abuse with Torrential is Omega and Sheraton. But at that point, I don't want to waste my materials on Omega. I want to bait out my opponent's cards with Omega. I want to, okay, Mirror Force, Omega effect, another Mirror Force, okay, you got my Omega off the field. Good for you. You just wasted 2 cards for 1. I just want to waste my opponent's resources than wasting my own for whatever. Besides, again, most of the time I make Pleiades and I don't really care what my opponent makes. And 2 Valor, for if I'm playing a slower deck. Just side out the Maxis, playing the Valors. Extra deck, 1 Paladynamo, won me a game. What was it? He fiendished when I summoned this. He was playing, it was against Karakuri. He had the level 7, I can't remember his name, if it's Beret or Beredo, but, tried to use effect, he fiendished. His guy was already fiendished, so we were just at standstill. So I go, okay, how much have he taken? He's only taken 2,000 from a warning. So it's like, oh, perfect. Summon Pollux, summon Chaos. Make both 5. He's like, drop Maxi. I'm like, what could they possibly draw into that could stop me from making this game? Unless he draws a Valor. So I overlay them, make Volcasaur's effect, pop Rado, take 26, swing in, make Gaia Charger, swing in for another 26, and then it's like, activate MST, kill Phoenix Chain, swing in for a game. They didn't see that part coming, but it was disgusting how nice it was. 1 Diamond Dire. I barely made him, but the game that he really came out was, what's it called? Against that Ghost Trick deck I was telling you about. 2 Omegas. 1 Cowboy for GG. 1 Precipice. 1 Tiger King. If I had Goyokus, that would make this guy even more broke for this deck. Unfortunately, I don't. So, 1 is just fine for now to get me out that extra... Give me that extra techie search. Sorry about that, guys. Triple Pleiades, people only say they run 2 or so because they don't have the space. I feel you need to run 3. He's just that good of a card for this format. Like I said, the 1 Volca and the 1 Gaia Charger. 2 M7s. And honestly, I need to get an Exciton Knight, so I would probably be taking out Shark Fortress for Exciton Knight once I can find one. Or hopefully pull one if I'm lucky. I barely made him this past week, so... That's the deck, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to be going into that sort of time of the video, that part of the video, talking about ban lists. What could I possibly see getting hit this format? Well, let's take a look at what's coming out in the next set. We're getting more Bujin support, Madolce support, Bujin, Maldoce, Hazy Beasts, hopefully more Chronomaly. I think I heard from somebody that it wasn't announced that the Chronomaly guy was going to be coming in the next set, which I will be really upset because I really like Chronomalies. Their OTK potential is just so good. There's just a bunch of stuff coming out in the next format. But, what could possibly be getting hit? Madolces will be getting such a good boost from their new card that I do think maybe Moduline will get hit to 2. Just the OTK potential. Like you saw how they hit Spirit to 1 on the TCG, where they hit Rooster to 1 on OCG. They hit Spirit to 1 because in TCG Spirit was the one that allowed the OTK to just keep making that level 6. So they just stopped the OTK potential right there. making it into a slower format for the Fire Fists. So, if they follow that same logic, they may hit Moduline to 2 or something. I can definitely see Fire Fists and Boojins, even, my Constellars will unfortunately fall into that category of tanky getting hit to 2 or something, because they need to hit the consistency, they need to hit those searches. Opening Leopard into tanky search for Spirit, activate Tenzu, summon Spirit, grab the Leopard, sink. It's just way too much plussing on the Fire Fist side if they open with that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So I could definitely see Tenki getting hit to 2. Another thing is Mermails. I could definitely see Abyss Sphere getting hit to 2, maybe even 1, because they already have Lin for search. Slow the deck down even more. A deck that can just go, okay, you attack, activate Sphere, get out Lin, your opponent will have to pass. When they pass their turn, the Sphere blows up, blowing up Lin getting out big monster, allowing them to go into a rank 7 next turn. It's just absolutely retarded how it can do that. So, I would probably say either one or the other, Lin getting hit to 2 or 1, or Sphere getting hit to 2 or 1. I would honestly say Sphere, and I would honestly say 1. The card is just too retarded. What else could be getting hit? I could see maybe Harpies getting hit, because being able to, they have been topping at regionals and such, but their ability to field wipe, to field swarm with Hysteric Party and Chandler, be able to make Draco sack and such. I could probably say I could see Chandler getting hit maybe, and Egotist being hit also. I think it's Egotist, that's the one that special summons whichever card that allows him, if you control Harpy Lady, special summon another one. I could see that card getting hit. Overall, it'll be interesting what happens. Everybody's on they're coming out with a hero structure deck, so Stratos is going to be becoming unbanned and shit. I honestly don't know. It all depends, again, on if we officially get the rule change of first person doesn't draw. If we do not get that rule change, then he may stay. If we do get the rule change, there is the potential that he does come back, because he will be your extra draw, he'll be your extra search, he'll be able to allow you to go into stuff. Either that, or they just errata, like they've been doing with all the different cards, like Dark Strike Fighter's getting an errata, Catapult Turtle is now getting an errata. If they errata Stratos, then he can come back. I hear also Brionic's getting an errata to once per turn, but that he'd still be retarded. And if I were to errata Stratos, I would errata him just like, what's her name for, Traptrix. When he's normal summon, you get a search. When he's special summon, you can pop a card according to however many other heroes you control on the field. That's when I would errata him too. But, that's just me. As a deck profile discussion, guys, leave a comment below. What do you think is going to be hit on the ban list? What do you think is going to come off? What changes you would make, if any, to the deck? Anything else, just leave a comment down below. And this is B with you 2 signing out.